What's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay!
I'll see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but it's six. A big play. When you play mix, stay lit, face it. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach. I just made a big play, yes. So, you know I had to break my neck. That's great. Next time, please make a bigger play. Pride of the east side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing. While the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month today. D1, BAP, NCAA, and you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell us better sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix stay lit, My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit, My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay!
I'll see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like Ellen like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit, My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit, My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay!
I'll see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds.
Tevin, what's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but it's six. Say big play. When you play mix, stay lit, face it. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach. I just made a big play, yes. So you know I had to break my neck. That's great. Next time, please make a bigger play. Pride of the East Side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing. While the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month today. D1, BAP, NCAA. And you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell the status sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like Ellen like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds.
What's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but it's six. Say big play. When you play mix, stay lit, face it. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach. I just made a big play, yes. So you know I had to break my neck. That's great. Next time, please make a bigger play. Pride of the East Side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing. While the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month of day. D1, BAP, NCAA, and you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell the status sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like Ellen like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds.
What's up? How you guys? What's up, Wildcats? This is Tyrone Frazier coming to you here from the Lawrence North High School, Ed Martin, Dwayne C. Bell Stadium. Coming here at Lawrence North High School in Indianapolis, Indiana, where we watch the Lawrence North Wildcats face the Lawrence Central Bears. We have a couple key players from Lawrence Central, Cameron McGrone. is a Michigan commit. He committed to Michigan over this summer, and we're going to be watching him play as the Wildcats take on the Bears tonight. We've got a couple people on the Wildcats. Aaron Williams, who had a fantastic game last week against Brownsburg. Thanks to TMF Media Productions LLC for providing us with our live stream tonight. For more info, visit www.tmfindy.org. Again, this is TMF Media Productions LLC, where innovation is here. Thanks to Cat's Eye TV for providing us with the sound and distribution for our live stream. Thanks again to Cat's Eye TV, delivering your news, sports, and entertainment. Also thanks to Papa John's East 96th Street for catering food for our crew tonight. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. More Wildcats right after this short commercial break.
It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds.
From Ed Martin, Dwayne C. Bell Stadium, we're getting ready to watch this jam-packed game between the Lawrence North Wildcats and the Lawrence Central Bears. And we see here in the middle of the field, the Lawrence North captains and the LC captains are getting ready to square it off and get ready for opening kickoff. Ellen has scored 76 points this season and given up only 30 points. They are 2-0, and they are looking to now be 3-0. Versus Noblesville, they scored 42-16 for the victory, and against Brownsburg, they scored 34-14. This is the first time in 6+ years that Lawrence North has come on top and won 2-0. Now they're looking to go 3-0 to make the record. We saw this afternoon at 3 p.m. during the school day. Lawrence North High School had a very big pep rally on the football field, and it was great. I heard there was a lot of school passion and school spirit going on during the pep session. We're going to have beginning kickoff, and we watched the Lawrence North Wildcats. They already got some contention getting ready to face the Bears in this bout. So Danielle Meredith is going to sit off the bench and watch his defense take over for the Bears this game.
The 10-yard line. This one will be taken at the 5-yard line. Lael Warren with it for.
All right, and we get started with the action. And the Lawrence North Wildcats are taking it. Number two, Lael Warren taking the ball in for the Wildcats. They're there at the 35, getting ready to start the opening play.
I'll tell you, right off the bat, it shows the speed that I think LC is going to have to contend with. Terrence McCulley is the starting quarterback for Lawrence.
So we see here with the Wildcats, we see that the Wildcats are getting ready to face the Bears, starting off with the opening offense.
They will want to establish the running game tonight. Yeah, but I think what they really want to try is get 3rd and 3.
We're at the first play here. And the Wildcats just got blown up by the Lawrence Central Bears defense.
Very compact in the formation. The ball carrier was Trayvon Bonds, and he lost a yard on the play.
Lost yard on the play by the Wildcats. Wildcats are really going to have to be careful here to start scoring in the beginning because they want to make sure that they get ahead on top and tire out the Bears.
22 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns so far on the season.
The Wildcats are lined up again. Darren McCulley at quarterback for the Wildcats. And they take a ball handoff. The handoff, there's a flag down on the field. The carry was by number 1, Aaron Williams, with a gain. However, there's a flag on the play. So there was a holding penalty on the Wildcat offense. The Wildcats are going to have to be careful about the holding. Holding has put us into a bad spot for the past few seasons. Holding is a penalty that is very detrimental to many offenses in high school ball. So the Lawrence North Wildcats are going to have to make sure that they stay away and stray away from that holding penalty. The offensive line is going to have to make sure they hit the clear zone. Okay, there's a catch made. And they're still having, they gained some, but they still haven't given up enough to cover that large detrimental holding penalty that they had last play. That's going to be a very detrimental play to them for this opening drive. Not a good way to start out for the Wildcats. They usually start out very fast paced and just give you a bunch of opening runs, but that holding penalty is going to hold us back. And there was a pressure by Darren McCall and Darren McCulley. And it was an incomplete pass. Darren McCulley's going to have to watch this game because last game he would take off. But this Lawrence Central Bears, this rivalry game, they're not going to allow Darren to get off on the ball like he did last game. This brings up a 4th down. And it's going to force the Wildcats to punt it off their first opening drive. And now the Lawrence Central Bears are getting ready to be able to take over at the 5-6 yard line. This is a detriment to the Lawrence North Wildcats. The opening drive, they get a fumble on the punt, and they end up at the 6 yard line for the Lawrence Central Bears. to take over. This is a very big detriment to the Wildcats because Danielle Meredith strives when it comes to the red zone for the Bears. LC has scored 64 points and given up 22 points this season. They are also 2-0, beating McClutchin and Chichard 2 straight weeks. Now Lawrence Central had a high snap. There's a play clock penalty flag on the field, and it's a false start. 5-yard penalty. This is going to back up the Bears. Not too detrimental for them, considering the fact that they're within the 10-yard line. Just a poor start by the Wildcats. The Wildcats had to start out and make a statement, an emphatic statement, that they showed up to play, and that first opening drive didn't achieve that task. This is going to put even harder restraints on Darren McCulley, because now next time he comes out in the Wildcat offense, they're going to have to really come out and show how great they are. And now Lawrence Central's lined up for the play. And Daniel Meredith snatched the ball, giving it to number 4, John Childs, with a pickup. Malik Carr, the number 5 player to watch in Indiana today, made the stop. One thing about the Bears, they line up in a and the Wildcats and the Bears complete to number 12, Donovan Wright, for the touchdown. Danielle Meredith completes the pass to him. The Bears thrive in this different spread, wide spread that they have. They like to go tempo offense, which helps them out in the long run in this game. Score is 6-0 with 8:23 left on the clock. And the field goal is good. Now it's going to be 7-0 LNHS. We're going to be right back with coverage on the Wildcats right after this short commercial break. What's up? How you guys doing out there tonight? We're here joined with the Wildcast, sponsored by Team Ed Media Productions, LLC. And we're here joining you with the Lawrence Central Bears 7, Lawrence North High School 0, with 8:23 left on the clock. Lawrence Central just scored a touchdown and is getting ready to kick the ball off to give the Wildcat offense and Darren McCulley another chance to score in this game. The kickoff was picked up by number 2 of the Wildcats, Lael Warren, once again with a great pickup, giving them pretty decent starting field. So they are now in position, getting ready to Darren stops the ball. Right away, the play was blown up by the Bears. And they just got stopped right in the beginning for another loss. This is going to be a detriment to the Wildcats going forward in this game if they continue to not go power. The Wildcats are going to have to start really, the O-line is going to have to start blocking and not allowing the Bears to get in, because if the Bears continue to get in the line, the Wildcats will not get in their strong power run offense. Aaron Williams got blown up on the play yet again. The Lawrence Central Bears just continue to hound the O-line and find their weak points to break in. The Bears are really hungry to keep their streak. Aaron Williams got through the line of scrimmage, but was quickly met by some Lawrence North Bears for the stop. Now the punt team is going to have to come out and try to do a better job this time of getting the kickoff and giving the Bears worse position than the first try. You have Connor Benson there that gave the kickoff. The kickoff starts right around the 50, 51 for the Wildcats. Now there's a flag on the play. Holding on the line of scrimmage. This is going to back up the Bears. The very thing that happened to Lawrence North in their first drive, this is going to also be a detriment to Lawrence Central. We look back at last year, and holding was a big issue for both teams as they both struggled with the holding penalty, which made Coach Peoples and Coach Mallory very upset last year. Last year they played at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. So it's a very much different atmosphere than this is playing in Wildcat Stadium. And they went in the shotgun. Daniel Meredith missed the pass, incomplete. Second and long. Again, it's now third and long because of the fact. Second and long. Because of the prior play where they got the holding penalty. Daniel Meredith goes out for the pass. He completes the pass. He completes the pass to number 4. John Childs once again picks up 11 yards on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 9, which is manageable for the Bears. They love this quick offense, quick spread, quick no-huddle offense, tempo, and they're already lining up. This is going to be a key factor in this game, because if Lawrence Central can continue to fool the Wildcat defense, this can create some problems for the Wildcats later down in the game. Daniel Meredith gets the opening play. He's scrambling, he's running, he's taking off, and he gets stopped just short of the first down, bringing up a 4th down for the Bears. Lawrence North is getting ready to take the ball. Shortly after this, punt team comes out and punt the ball. That holding penalty was a detriment to the Bears, just as in 2 drives ago when the Lawrence North Wildcats faced the same situation right after a holding penalty. Richardson is kicking the ball away. The ball's high. It's caught at the 10-yard line, and the Wildcats are taking off. And he's taking off again. 15, number 15. Harold Jones taking the ball for the Wildcats, getting a very big pickup right there at the 44-yard line. So now, for the first time in this game, Lawrence North is and Darren McCulley is getting ready to take over on offense in Lawrence Central territory. They're going to have to capitalize on this drive to make sure that they score. This is a critical scoring drive for the Wildcats. They're going to have to score to stay in this game. Darren McCulley takes the snap, hands it to number 9, James Noble, for a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. Lawrence North is now lined up again. 2nd and 8 correction. And they gain a little yardage here. Positive yardage, bringing up third down for the Wildcats. Now Lawrence North is lined up again. Darren McCulley's getting ready to take the snap. He takes the snap. Hands it off to number 5, Trayvon Bonds, for a positive pickup. It's just not enough, and it brings up a 4th down for the Wildcats. Lawrence North is going to have to take over and restart this play. It's 4th and 3. 4th and 2, correction. They're going to have to make sure they capitalize on this play so they can get the 1st down and keep the chains moving. Ellen had to take a timeout. Patrick Mallory was screaming because he was mad that they didn't get the play off in time for the play clock to run off. And the Wildcats get a 1st down on the play. They kept going. That was a good choice by Patrick Mallory here. Allowing and trusting in his Wildcat offense to take the ball, put it in Darren McCulley's control, and take over and move the Wildcats, move the chains once again. He's looking to throw to number 1, Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams takes the ball. Flag on the play. And they keep moving on the Wildcats. It's almost a 5-yard gain on the play. There's a flag on the play. So now the Wildcats are going to start 1st and 20 Again, holding penalty is going to be a detriment to our Wildcats. If they want to continue to move the ball, they're going to have to stop holding. These are, again, just mental mistakes in this big game. It's 1:09 left in the first quarter. They have plenty of time to capitalize, but they're going to have to continue to keep moving if they want to keep their game chances alive. Thanks to TMF Media Productions LLC for providing us with our live stream tonight. For more info, visit www.tmfindy.org. Again, this is TMF Media Productions LLC, where innovation is here. So we see here your Wildcats are lined up yet again with Darren McCulley looking to throw the ball to number 2. Leo Warren, he's running the ball. Almost gets a touchdown on the play. Again, then we're in this new stadium, Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium. We're in a new press box this year. And we can actually feel the vibration of the fans as they start jumping up and down and screaming as their Wildcats get a big gain in the play. There was an illegal shift against Lawrence North, which is going to take the play back yet again. Would have been a complete pass. But this is going to take the Wildcats yet again. Again, these penalties are going to keep Lawrence North. They're going to make Lawrence North struggle, and they're going to be detrimental if the Wildcats expect to continue to keep moving. I'm telling you to go. So it should be second down and move 5 yards from where it is now further back. Which should set up second down and 24. They have moved the ball back to where the original line of scrimmage was before the play. And again, they've got the down marker at 1. So now the Wildcats are first and 24. Darren McCulley's going to take off for a scramble. He's going to get some yards on the play. Couldn't find an open wide receiver in time, so he used his scrambling technique to take off to score. In the attempt to score and get the first down for your Wildcats. They're down on the play. Darren McCulley is again being attacked, met by some Bears. Number 5, Bonds, is taking off the ball again. And a flag on the play.
At the tail end of the play. Right now the ball is spotted at the 36-yard line. And it sets up currently 3rd and 11. It is a personal foul, though, for a late hit
Personal
Lawrence North.
personal foul for a late hit against Lawrence North. Patrick Mallory is just not happy tonight with the officials. It seems as the penalties are going against Lawrence North a lot in this game. They have switched positions so much during the course of this game. And the first quarter is actually expired. But they're still trying to figure out. The time is again expired. So it's going to be the start of the second quarter with the Wildcats here. Taking the ball, shotgun snap. Thrown to number 1, Aaron Williams. He got to 6-yard pickup. However, we still have forever to go for the Wildcats. Lawrence Central defense has gotten a lot of freedom here with lack of penalties. And we're going to be right back after this short commercial break. And we're back here with the quarter switch. 3rd down for the Wildcats. Darren McCulley takes it. Double handoff. And a flea flicker. Number 12 gets it. And there's a pass interference called against Lawrence Central. And now the Wildcats are getting ready to keep the possession alive because of that pass interference call. That was a good play call by Patrick Mallory. The Wildcats just keep giving opportunity after opportunity to continue to keep this drive alive. All they have to do is capitalize. So there was a handoff on the play. They're shy of the first down, and so it's going to bring up a fourth down. It's going to be a 4th and 5, 4th and 1. So 4th and short. And, of course, Patrick Mallory is going to keep the offense on the field. Coach Mal's going to keep the offense on the field and put his trust in Darren McCulley as Darren is getting ready to take the Wildcat offense and try to score this first down. The Wildcats are still lacking a touchdown in this play, in this game. We've got 11:10 to go left in the first half. Again, it's 4th and 1 for the Wildcats, and they're going to take a 30-second timeout. Thanks to Cat's Eye TV for providing us with the sound and distribution for our live stream. Thanks again to Cat's Eye TV, delivering your news, sports, and entertainment. Thanks to Papa John's East 96th Street for catering food for our crew tonight. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And again, once again, thanks to TMF Media Productions, LLC, for providing us with our live stream tonight. For more info, visit www.tmfindy.org. Again, this is TMF Media Productions, LLC, where innovation is here. We're again joined here at Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium here. And we're watching the Wildcats. And there's a handoff on the play. First down for the Wildcats. Pat Mallory, that was a good decision to put your trust in your quarterback, Darren McCulley. He hasn't failed you yet this season. That was a good decision by Patrick Mallory. And the Wildcats are getting ready to take the ball again. Darren McCulley takes the snap and hands it to number 14, Chad Smitherman, for a quick pickup of a couple yards. It's now going to be 2nd and 8. And now the Wildcats are getting ready to take the ball again. Darren McCulley takes the snap, and he hands it to number 5, Trayvon Bonds, for a pickup of 5 yards, which is going to leave us 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Easy pickup so they can get the first down. Their goal, they're almost in the red zone to score the touchdown, their first touchdown of this half. Play clock was down. Darren McCulley gets the ball. He puts it in. He puts it in number 3, Keto Stewart. It's an 8-yard pickup for a first down and putting the Wildcats for the very first time into their Lawrence Central's red zone. They're on their way to scoring their first touchdown of the game. And here we go with a touchdown for the Wildcats. Number 5, Trayvon Bonds gets the ball into the end zone for the very first time of this half for the Wildcats. Now the Wildcats are down only 1 against the Bears. All they got to do is kick the field goal to make the extra point and tie up with the Lawrence Central Bears. And we still have Connor Benson kicking the ball for the Wildcats. He kicks the ball and the field goal is good. Now the Wildcats are tied with the Lawrence Central Bears. In the half, we have 8:18 left to go. The Wildcats have just scored their first touchdown of the game. It's going to be a touchback for the Lawrence North Wildcats. A great kick, which means Danielle Meredith and the Bears offense are going to have to start at the 20-yard line. This is their worst position tonight, which is going to give them a very good test to see how they do against this awesome Wildcat defense. The Wildcats have done great this season, only giving up 30 points in 2 games. This is way better than they did last season. And so we're going to watch as they go against the Bears. And right immediately, the Bears get blown up by the Wildcats. Oh, it was a bad snap, and Danielle just grabs it at the 5-yard line. Again, the same play that happened to the Wildcats a few drives ago on their punt. Only this happened with the Bears. They still have a couple downs to go. However, they have bad field position, because if they have to give this ball back to the Wildcats are going to have some great field position to start off the next drive. Third and forever for the Bears, and Danielle's in the end zone, and as he takes the ball deep, and it's an incomplete pass, bringing up a 4th down for the Bears. For the very first time, the Bears are getting ready to have to kick and punt the ball away to the Wildcats, giving Darren McCulley and the Lawrence North Wildcat offense a chance to take over with great field position. this, I can't see. It's hard for me to see numbers. Like I can see them, but it's hard. That was a terrible kick for the Lawrence Central Bears, which is going to give the Lawrence North Wildcat offense and Darren McCulley great field position to take over and score the touchdown yet again for the Wildcats.
And really, the determining factor so far in this game, Jan, has been where does your drive start? Because both teams now are getting outstanding.
And the Wildcats take it in. Bonds takes it in for another touchdown for the Lawrence North Wildcats. They score yet again in this second quarter. They're getting their rhythm back, and they're exploiting the Bears' defense flaws. This is going to be a strong suit for the Wildcats, like I said in the beginning of the game, if they continue to use their explosive running game that they've been doing for the past 2 years. And the PAT is good, so that's going to put the Wildcats up 14-7 with 6:43 left to go in the half. This is a great opening start to this quarter for the Wildcats. The Bears still have yet to score this quarter, even after that long play with all the penalties. The Wildcats, they still brought good out of it. It was after that pass interference call against the Lawrence Central that everything has been going the Wildcats' way. We probably won't go off unless they have a big timeout. We won't go off. No, like that's for people that will work, like how we're sitting here. Like how we all got it last week because like you're working the whole game, yes you get pizza at the beginning, but like you should get something in the season going in the half point. But they're only doing this quarter. Who else is taking over? Did Ahmad say he's taking over? Ahmad is taking over. Okay, and then Ahmad is taking over. The Wildcats kick off and Connor Benson kicks off. And it's going to be another touchback for the Wildcats, putting the LC Bears again at the 20-yard line. The last time Danielle and the Bear offense took offense at this place field position, They ended up giving the ball right back to the Wildcats. So the Bears are going to have to spend a good time here making sure they call the right play to give them the best chances of scoring in this drive.
Three-play touchdown drive followed by 2 quick and outs. Motion to tight end across the formation
Motion
with LC.
on the play. Danielle takes the ball. Hand off. Goes to Childs again. Childs gets a little free. Gains about 5 yards on the play.
Childs with 4 carries for 16 yards and a gain of 7 on that play.
Correction, 7. 7 yards on that play. It's going to make it 7th and third down. Second down, 3 yards to go
10 years against their town.
in this drive.
14-7.
Danielle's lined up in the shotgun.
Childs again.
Childs gets the snap. And Childs is met right at the line of scrimmage with a bunch of Wildcat hats. Bryce Anderson gets that carry, long carry for the Bears offense. He's a backup tight end. Gets the carry for a Bear first down. If the Bears continue to do and play this way, they could actually end up folding the Lawrence North Wildcat defense.
Trying to find some yardage. Flag thrown behind.
There's a flag on the play. And that was a penalty against Lawrence North High School. Defensive penalty. Cost the Wildcats some field position. And now Anderson, number 32. Bryce Anderson gets a great pickup for the Bears. Another Bear first down for Danielle Meredith and the Bear offense. Wildcat defense is going to have to mentally get tough if they want to continue to fight against this hard Bear offense as they keep trailing down this field. They're hungry for this just as the Wildcats are, so the Wildcats are going to have to keep fighting if they want to keep their chances of winning this game alive. So there's a flag on the play. Lawrence Central thought they got the touchdown. However, there's a flag on the play. There's 2 flags down on the play. So Lawrence Central doesn't get the touchdown. However, they still got a first. They're still going to get a first down and keep moving the chains as we wrap up this half. 4:36 left in the half. LN 14, LC 7. Daniel Meredith hands it off. Childs gets pushed back. He was limping on that carry. Again, thanks to TMF Media Productions LLC for providing us with the live stream tonight. For more info, visit www.tmfindy.org. Again, this is TMF Media Productions LLC, where innovation is here. Daniel Meredith is lined up in the shotgun to receive the snap. He receives the snap, and he's out in the pocket to throw. He throws to number 1, LaShawn Bright. They're now first down in the red zone. 1st and 4 on the play, but he is hurt. He is down on the field. He got hit kind of hard, and he's getting up shaky. Now we have people attending to him. We'll be right back with the action after this short commercial break. Back here at Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium. And LaShawn Bright is getting helped off the field by the Lawrence Central staff. Lawrence Township has some great athletic trainers as they assist and help all of our Wildcat and Bear athletes across the township. Thanks to Lawrence Township for providing us with this special care. There was a shotgun sent by Danielle Meredith, and they're right there on the 1-yard line. They're just shy of the touchdown, but it's only 2nd and inches for the Bears offense. The Wildcats are going to have to take and capitalize on this advantage that they have, as the Bears still have not yet gotten to the end zone. They're going to have to keep stopping the Bears if they don't want them to get into the end zone before the half expires. Now, Daniel Meredith takes the ball, and he's met directly, instantly after the snap by some Wildcat players. That was number 4, John Childs. And right as he took the ball, he was met by some Wildcat hats for the defense. We have 2:40 counting down for the end of this half. The score is still Lawrence North 14, Lawrence Central 7. Malik Carr had that tackle on the play. And he met Childs right there at the line of scrimmage. Daniel takes the ball again, a handoff and a pass and a touchdown. Number 12, Wright, gets the touchdown for the Bears. Now looking to tie up the game. 14-14 to wrap up the half. We're going to have to wait for the PAT to see if the Lawrence Central Bears can again tie up with the Lawrence North Wildcats. The Wildcats got to a very shaky start. And as the snap, the field goal is good. And now Lawrence Central and Lawrence North are now tied up 14-14 with 2:15 left in the quarter. Lawrence North the Bears are getting ready to kick off to Lawrence North once again. And they had good field position.
Not the player that made the catch, but the man in front of him signaled for a fair catch. And so the play was whistled dead at the 22-yard line.
So McCulley has another chance to take over this Wildcat offense with 2:10 left in the half. Darren is out with the shotgun pass. It was a drop pass to number 3, Keto Stewart. It was a little too much room. But he's still got some time left this quarter to make an impact and an emphatic statement. Because if the Lawrence North Wildcats can get this touchdown here and stop the Lawrence Central Bears from getting a touchdown before the end of the half, they will leave the Bears going into the locker room running how the Wildcats came up and started beating them by a score. There was a slight loss of yardage on that play as the Wildcats are met quickly by the Bears at the line of scrimmage. The clock is at 3. Darren gets the shotgun snap. He's looking to, and he throws it away. He almost found. He almost found Noble downfield, but just threw it away and was just short of making the completion. And they're getting ready to kick the ball off. Connor Benson with 1:12 left in the half. The referee whistles off the play. Timeout by Lawrence Central. This could end up being a detriment to Lawrence Central if the Wildcats don't go their way. They've now just burned a timeout, which means they have less timeouts, and just in case the Wildcats get the ball by some miracle and chance. And Benson is now yet again back to punt the ball off. It was a good punt. And now at the 31-yard line, the Bears are getting ready to take over again on offense with Danielle Meredith because their punt team allowed the Bears to get through. So there's going to be a second and short. 2nd and 1 for LN. Which is going to allow them to run the clock down right after the ball starts. Meredith looks, and he's pressured, and he has to throw the ball away. LN is really not allowing the LC. They're making sure to protect the backfield because the Wildcats refuse to allow the Bears to get a touchdown before the half is over. Now here we go again. And they're still right on the marker. It's either going to be a fourth or first down. It's right there. And that's a first down by the Bears. But there's still only 37.8 seconds left on the clock for the Bears. So they're going to have to hurry if they want to have a chance to get the touchdown by the end of the half. And Danielle throws the ball, and it's over. Incomplete pass, bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Lawrence Central Bears. That play took off about 10 seconds, which brings up 26.6 seconds left to go in the half. Still a chance for Danielle to get the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. And we can't show you this game because we only have one camera active. But if we had the other camera active, we would be able to show you this Lawrence Central crowd is showing their bright lights of their cell phones as they're flashing, making an emphatic statement to the Wildcats. And a thrown. And it was a caught by the Lawrence Central Bears, giving them a touchdown with 13.6 seconds left to go, putting the Lawrence Central Bears over Lawrence North 14-20. And their lighting strategy worked on this play. And extra point, no good. This could end up being a detriment as this game continues to go back and forth, back and forth. So that missed PAT attempt could end up failing the Bears later in the game. 13.6 seconds left in the half. A slight chance for the Lawrence North Wildcats to score. If they get a good reception on this kickoff return, they have a chance to score a touchdown and match Lawrence Central's touchdown this late in the half. So as the camera's pointing up, you can see Lawrence Central's fan section. They're lighting up their phones and showing their support for their team. This evening at Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium. And we're getting ready to kick off. It's Lawrence Central It's kicking off to the Wildcats. There's a reception. And number 10, Tyrus Banks is taking off. He's now at the 48-yard line for the in Wildcat 46-yard line, correction, in Wildcat territory. They got 7.2 seconds left. Still a slight chance to score for the half. And McCulley dumps it out, and it was overthrown by McCulley. There's still 1.7 left on the clock, leaving 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Still a chance for them to score. Slight, maybe a miracle, but they still got a chance to score. Again, 1.7 left in the half. 20, Lawrence Central to 14, Lawrence North. And it was a handoff. And they were immediately met by the Lawrence Central Wildcats, which brings the end to the second half, leaving Lawrence Central to lead at the half, 20 to Lawrence North Wildcat 14. Please stay tuned as we will be right back after our commercial break and halftime show, brought to you by TMF Media Productions LLC, where innovation is here.
Tevin, what's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ay,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but it's 6, say big play. When you play mix, stay lit, face it. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach, I just made a big play, yes. So, you know I had to break my neck. That's great, next time please make a bigger play. Pride of the east side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing. While the band cheerleaders and the student fancy. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month of day. D1, BAP, NCAA, and you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell us this is better sports with the 6 low. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix, CD like CG like Dub C like LN like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit, my home school's in this, we the mix stay lit, my home school's in this, grab some Papa John's and a C, aye,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
and we out here on the road, mid-conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds.
Tevin, what's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the mix stay lit, my home school's in this, we the mix stay lit, my home school's in this, grab some Papa John's and a C, aye,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
and we out here on the road, mid-conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but it's six. Say big play. When you play mix, stay lit, face it. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach. I just made a big play, yes. So you know I had to break my neck. That's great. Next time, please make a bigger play. Pride of the east side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing, while the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir quiet, take it how you get it out the month of day. D1, BAP, NCAA. And you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell the sisters, better sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this, we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ayy,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like LN like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this, we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Ayy,
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds.
Tevin, what's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. big play, yes. So, you know I had to break my neck. That's great, next time please make a bigger play. Pride of the east side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing, while the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month today. D1, BAP, NCAA, and you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell the better sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this, we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Aye.
I'll see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like Ellen like LC like Karma like North Central like and Pike like we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this, we the mix stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Aye.
I'll see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go.
It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds. It's JD Sounds.
Tevin, what's wrong, buddy? Where are you going? Tevin, where are you going?
Here it goes. We the lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Aye.
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Every mid game is a big game. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but it's six. Say big play. When you play mix, stay lit, stay sick. Coach fan, call it chasing. Greatness, coach. I just made a big play, yes. So, you know I had to break my neck. That's great. Next time, please make a bigger play. Pride of the east side, so you know I had to
Jiggling.
and we advancing, led by the dancing. While the band cheerleaders and the student fencing. Let the choir take it higher, get it out the month of day. D1, BAP, NCAA. And you know my swagger right, so I had to grab a bite. Better ingredients, better pizza, all for my appetite. Tell the better sports with the sick flow. Every day we lit though, hype for the mix. We the mix, stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. We the mix, stay lit, stay lit. My whole school's in this. Grab some Papa John's and a seat. Aye.
I see you at the mid game of the week.
Indy, we out here on the road. Mid conference, let's go. Like CG like Dub C like.
And we're joined back here at Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium as the Lawrence North Wildcats again continue to take off the Bears. They started off the game getting the ball, so now they're going to have to kick off to the Bears with the Bears on a roll. That was a reception for number 14, Kirk Pinkston, giving Lawrence Central a positive game. Second down and 6. Here, Daniel Meredith is lined up ready again. And the shotgun takes the snap. Hands off goes. Goes to number 4, John Childs. Again, for Lawrence Central. And Wildcats are lined up. The Bears are lined up, and there's a flag on the play. There was a gain by number 4, Childs. However, it's getting ready to be backed up after a holding penalty by the Bears. And we're waiting on the referee's official signal. And it was indeed a holding penalty. As a defense, you just got to accept that call. Yes, you sacrifice a down. However, you've now put Danielle and the Bears offense in a very tight position, as now they have to score and get the first down and now double what they originally had to begin with. So we see a rush by Danielle. Danielle's having to scramble. He throws away the ball. He throws it downfield. It was a catch by number 14 all the way downfield to the 2-yard line. Almost got an LC touchdown. That was a crazy catch by number 14, Kirk Pinkston, yet again. Now a loss of yardage by number 4, Childs. As Daniel Meredith gives the ball to him, he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage by some Wildcat hats. Danielle Meredith is again here in the snap position, and it was almost a fumble. And his knee was on the turf. Now a loss of 5 by the Bears. You see now how quickly the play can just change after a bad play call by the Bears. So now Danielle takes the snap in the shotgun, and he throws it in the end zone for a Lawrence Central touchdown to number 1, LaShawn Bright. And so now we see here, this puts the Wildcats in a tough position, because now as they have to come back to fight against not 1 but 2 touchdowns on their next drive. And they try for the 2-point conversion, but it was a bad decision by the Lawrence Central Bears because now they put themselves in a vulnerable position if the Wildcats capitalize and they score the touchdown, because now the Wildcats have a chance to come back, score 2 touchdowns with the PAT, and take the lead in this game. They tried for the 2-point conversion because they missed the last one. But now, like I said, if they get a touchdown with a PAT, because we are going to kick the PAT, we're not going to do that. That now that puts us at 21. We score again, we can now take the lead. Up two. Now we're up 2. So a touchdown won't allow them to win. If we get 2 more touchdowns, a touchdown won't allow them to win. Yeah, they should have took the PATs because they missed that first one. Again, this is going to be a really tough half for the Bears because now, again, they've missed the extra point, which could put them in a detriment later in this game. If the Wildcats continue to capitalize like they've been doing and keep moving down the field and get the touchdown, they can end up getting 2 more touchdowns and put LC in a 2-point deficit rather than being tied up. Oh, and Bonds is taking the ball, and he's almost down the field for a Lawrence North touchdown. And the Lawrence North Wildcats, again, like I said before they scored, now we're up, and we have the chance to be in 5 points of the Bears. This puts the Bears in a bad situation because if we score one more time, we now will take the lead against the Bears. This didn't even. And of course, the extra point is good, making it 21-26. Lawrence North Wildcats 21, Lawrence Central Bears 26. Again, this means that if they score once again, if Lawrence North scores once again, they will now take the lead against Lawrence Central as long as their Wildcat defense can hold them on this drive. Again, we can feel the new press box shaking as the fan section on this side is going wild and crazy. They got the ball touchback at the 20. So again, Connor Benson with a good kick. makes it all the way to the end zone, putting Danielle Meredith and the LC Bears offense at the 20-yard line. They've done pretty okay at this starting field position, but the problem is if this Wildcats defense comes hungry, they can end up getting an interception or recepting the ball from the Bears. Anderson finds a hole. This is going to continue to be a detriment to the Wildcat defense if they continue to allow them to get through in the hole. As we have a timeout on the field for an injured player, we're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break. Wildcats, we're here back at Ed Martin Dwayne C. Bell Stadium right after an injury timeout. The Lawrence Central Bears are leading 26 to Lawrence North 21 with 7:29 left to go in the third quarter. And Danielle Meredith and the Bears offense are getting ready to take over. Handoff to Anderson yet again. And again, I say, you can feel this rumble in the press box as the student section is going wild. And you see Danielle Meredith lined up in the shotgun formation. Got 7:01 left in the third quarter, and he tosses it out for a pass. Completed to number 11. Leo Warbington. That was a nice reception, as now they have a 2nd and 2 left on the play. Hopefully Lawrence North's defense can capitalize, and they stop them right after they get the first down. And that's going to move the chains for another Bears first down. The Wildcats are going to have to keep and make sure that they continue to hold the Bears, because they're in a very good position as long as they can get the ball right back. But they got to make sure that they can hold the Bears so they can get the ball back and score one more time to take the lead in this game. And it's another catch made. The number 88 of the Bears, Anthony Thomas. The Wildcats just cannot continue to allow them to get through like that if they want to take the ball over yet again and give Darian McCulley and the Wildcat offense the chance to score once again. They cannot allow them to keep getting through. Danielle Meredith gives it to number 32. Number 32, Bryce Anderson, is taken off. And he's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Again, I say, the Wildcats, and there's a flag down on the play in the back. Most often this is a holding penalty. And it's, again, if it's a holding penalty, Coach Peebles is going to be very upset that this was a holding penalty on a 30-yard reception by his offense. This is one of the worst things a coach can experience when his offense ends up being backed up by a careless error and a mental mistake after a holding penalty. First and 20 for now the Bears. And now the Bears are getting stopped, and it's going to be 3rd and long again for the Bears. Again, careless errors can be the detriment of an offense. They're still experiencing the aftermath of that holding penalty on the last play.
Minimal gain, call it a gain of 3 on the completion. But I've also got that now as 7 seconds.
Meredith has the ball again. He takes the snap in the shotgun. He passes it out. Steps out of bounds, but stops the clock just a little bit. Gain of 9, but it's going to bring up 3rd. Eight to go. And now Meredith is looking. He's getting ready to. He throws it away and almost gets an interception by number 15 of the Wildcats. Harold Jones was out there to receive the interception. Knocks the ball away. An exceptional play for the Wildcat defense, stopping the Bears from getting the touchdown. This puts pressure on Danielle Meredith because it's 4th and 8 here. Not an easy task for a quarterback that's been struggling, and he's scrambling, and he's trying to find an open receiver, but he's met by some Wildcats, and an interception, almost a tip by number 4 of the Wildcats. Terrence Mallory did an exceptional job in almost intercepting the play, giving the Wildcats and Darren McCulley offense another chance to score and take the lead in this game for the very first time. And Darren and the offense doesn't waste any time. They've already got lined up and ready to snap the ball. And number 3, Keto Stewart takes the ball again for the Wildcats. Great field position and pickup for the Wildcats. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. And they're going speed offense here. And now Bonds is taking the ball, and he takes it across the 50-yard line. We're at the 46-yard line, moving the chains and allowing Darren in the offense to pick up the first down. They're not wasting any time this quarter because I assume Coach Mal wants to get the ball into the end zone once again and allow Ellen to take the lead for the first time in this game. Hands it off to number 9. Drives out to the outside. Number 9, James Noble, for a slight loss on the play. The Wildcats are going to have to continue to go strong and fight through and be mentally tough if they want to continue to move in this game. It's staying where it needs to be. It's not like last week how the action was over here. And Bonds takes the ball again. Slight gain's gonna bring up a third down. 3rd and 10. The Wildcats are gonna have to make a big play if they want to keep this drive alive and have a chance to score a touchdown. But as chances have it, and this game has been going, the Wildcats in this tight position have ended up coming on top in the end. So we're going to see what Coach Mao and the offense with Darren McCulley has to do on this drive.
3rd and 10 LN. Play clock is at 3 as they get set.
Darren is snapping the ball real quick, and it was a short, and there was a lost football with a fumble. The L. And now the LC Bears are getting ready to take over this drive. Again, mental toughness is going to keep you and give you the victory in this game. It's not about who's better or who's worse. It's about mentally being tough and being able to fight through the toughness of this loud crowds that have come out to support both schools. But we can do 2 cameras. Like, the one camera is good. Like, that one that I have is good. It's that one weak one. We're not strong enough. I get what you're saying. Wow, and a nice stop by the Wildcat defense. Malik Carr. Actually, sorry. Correction, Chauncey Mays is ready. This defense is ready for this Bears offense to get off the field. The Bears have had the ball for a lot of this game. And now a sack on the play, which will bring up a 4th and long for the Bears. Now they got to take it and punt the ball to give Darren McCulley and your Wildcat offense the ball to have a chance once again to score and get the touchdown to take the first lead of this game. They said in the live chat, can we get another word besides detriment? I don't know. I'm not looking at it. Hey, at least they're watching. I just read the chat, and I saw Mr. Drutland 3 said, "Can we get another word besides detriment?" All right, I'm gonna help you out. This deficit. It's not detriment, but it's similar. Low snap and a punt right at the 35-yard line. This is going to go to the advantage of the Wildcats as Darren McCulley in the offense has been doing a pretty good job of advancing the ball down the field and moving those chains to get the first down in hopes of scoring another Wildcat touchdown. That was an incomplete pass, which brings the end of the third quarter. With Lawrence Central 26, Lawrence North 21. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. We're back here with the action. Brings up 3rd and long for the Wildcats. The Wildcats are going to have to really capitalize. This is the last quarter, their last chance. In many years, the last couple of years, the fourth quarter has been the decider of the winner of this LC-LN game. We look back at 2015, LN versus LC played again at this stadium. It was literally a matter of seconds by a drop pass by the Wildcats. That was the decider of the game. I assume this game will be no different. We look back at 2016 with Lawrence Central at Lucas Oil Stadium, and the game was 26-24. The Wildcats 25-27, correction. The Wildcats were only down 2 points. The Wildcats were only down 2 points. And I assume this game is going to be no different. It's still going to be close. Both these teams don't want to give it up. And the Wildcats haven't won against Lawrence Central in 10 years. So LC is not trying to lose today because they don't want to give up this long reign of wins. And Danielle Meredith gives a handoff to Anderson. And Anderson takes the ball across the field, across the 48 to the 48-yard line. Again, the Wildcats are going to have to learn to be mentally tough in this last quarter. They only have 10:57 left, and they're going to have to capitalize every last second of it if they want to continue and win this game. Meredith wastes no time. And again, he gives it off to number 1, LaShawn Bright, for a handoff. There was no gain on the play. This brings up a 2nd and 10. Hopefully the Wildcats can Hopefully the Wildcats. Meredith throws the ball. Warbington. Leo Warbington. Standing at 6 foot, 170 pounds, wide receiver. Just could not make a big game for the Bears. And they're now at third and 7, which is not, it's not impossible, but it's not easy. So they're going to have to make a very good impact on this play. Danielle's lined up to take the handoff, takes the snap, and he throws it, and it was way over the head of the intended receiver. So now LC has brought up their punt team. 9:17 left to go in the third quarter. And the snap was good. The kick was high. Fourth quarter. Correction. Again, we still got Lawrence Central 26, Lawrence North 21. The Wildcats are going to have to, and Darren McCulley and the offense are going to have to capitalize and make a big statement in this quarter if they want to keep this game alive and continue to keep those cones moving. Oh, and a Bonds. Bonds is taking the ball across the field. He gets all the way to the 35-yard line. This is going to be at the advantage of the Wildcats. They're again keeping the chains moving because they want to keep this game alive and break this 10-year deficit and beat the Bears. The Wildcats thing is Cambo because they want to go bear hunting. And Aaron Williams almost fumbled the ball but keeps it. And it's a 9-yard pickup at the 44-yard line. Still keeping this Wildcat drive alive. 2nd and 1 and 2. Correction. Tell him I said that. You better. We have at least 30 people watching right now. Right now the Wildcats and Darren McCulley's lined up. And again to take the handoff for Noble. And a flag on the play. Look. It's another holding penalty against Lawrence North. Like I said in the beginning, it's a mental toughness game. If the Wildcats continue to allow their mental mistakes to affect them in this game, this can end up being a disadvantage to our whole entire team. We can't hold if we want to keep advancing the ball. Just heard ESPN say 75 yards in penalties against Lawrence North. That's 75% of the field, which would equate to we should have a touchdown already. McCulley had to take a timeout, their first timeout in the half. This never makes Coach Mao happy. This upsets Coach Mao. So the Wildcats are going to have to get it together right after this short commercial break. Back here at the Wildcat Stadium with 7:21 left in the fourth quarter. 26-21. Lawrence Central is up. Lawrence North has the ball with Darren McCulley in the offense getting ready to take over. 3rd and 12. Now Darren is scrambling. Too many LC players are getting on Darren, and he just could not get the ball off in time. So now this puts the Wildcats in a tough position as they're going to have to punt back off into this dominant Lawrence Central offense. It was Danielle Meredith. It was a low kick on purpose to get the bounce to give them okay field position. This is probably one of the best places Lawrence North has put LC in this drive and in this game. was a little slight gain by Danielle Meredith. Slight gain. Slight gain for Danielle Meredith and the offense. Their goal is to run the time down. So the Wildcats are going to have to make some big stops here if they don't want to allow LN to run the clock down.
5:47 and counting left to go in the game.
Meredith takes the snap. And now he's backed up. Childs is backed up for a slight 2-yard pickup. Leaving it with 5:28 and counting to go in this fourth quarter. Again, they only have 6 yards to go. 3rd and 6. But the LC's goal is not really to score on this drive. It's just to keep this clock running. So all they have to do is keep advancing these chains in hopes of eliminating all the time Ellen needs to score another touchdown. And this was a false start by the offense, which is going to back them up back to where they were now, 3rd and 10. This puts them in a harder position than they were. It's a mental game. Again, I said mental mistakes are going to beat ESPN just said 75 yards for both teams. Again, enough to score a touchdown on both drives that we just had. These mental toughness penalties are going to be the deficit in who wins and who loses in this game. There was a catch made, but it was short. It was short of the first down. It was a catch by Childs. And Coach Peoples said he's going to go for it here. They better be better. He put his trust in Danielle Meredith in the offense, and he put his trust, and they got blown up at the field, and the Wildcats are going to take off on offense. That was a bad call by Coach Peoples, as now the Wildcats are getting ready to take over with Darren McCulley and the Wildcat offense. Oh, and Bonds makes a very good play. He keeps the chains moving. The clock is counting down at 3:56. 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. The Wildcats are looking to score and take the lead for the very first time in this game. This could put us in a similar position of like last year, where the game was within 2 points. And we all know in high school ball, when the game is close, it's not too often that the other team comes back when it's not a lot of time left. And Darren takes it. He gives it to number 2, L. Warren. And the play was over. LC thought there was a fumble on the play. And there was a fumble on the play by Lawrence. Coach Mount is not happy about this. He said he was down.
It is a second crucial turnover of this half for Lawrence Knoll. I think the question is, was he down or not?
And the question is what we down or not? In high school ball, we don't have the opportunity to replay. But the referee initially called a dead ball, but then called the fumble, which is causing Coach Mao to be upset.
Play clock is at 0.
And now for
Given to Lawrence Central as they were late getting on the field to avoid a delay in game penalty. They will take the timeout. We'll take one.
now LC
Play this one. Lawrence Central
takes a timeout. We still got enough time for the Wildcats to score, but they only have 3:46. So the defense has a big task to stop this Lawrence Central dominating offense. Al's down there. He's in the gray seas. He's right next to Mal. Coach Mal was yelling at No, but Coach Mal was yelling at Al. He was like he wasn't yelling at Al, but he was like he was frustrated. We had the chance. Literally, I said we've got 3:46 left to play. Danielle takes the ball and he hands it off. Like I said, this defense is getting ready to have to be dominating, and they're going to have to do it fast. We only have 3:36 and counting on the clock. LC's not going to – they're not going to speed it up because they want to take as much time off the clock as possible so that LN has no chance or little chance to score if they gain possession again. They're going to have to get this football fast. We have 3:12 and counting on the clock. 3:07 and a slight gain, and they keep the clock running. And there's going to be a timeout by the Wildcats. Mal knew they had to take this timeout. And we see Danielle Meredith takes the ball, and it was a fake. It was a fake throw, but he's met by some Wildcats. But now the clock is still ticking. 2:53 left.
Final timeout. Stop the clock with 2:53. Okay, they don't have to use the timeout. Just make the play. I think they were asking for a timeout, but there's an injured player on the field for LC. Give the completion and a gain of 2.
It's JD Sounds.
We had to cut that commercial break short. As now the Bears, number 32, Bryce Anderson, allows LC to advance and get the first down. This could be a detriment. This could be an issue and problem for Lawrence North. Fix that detriment comment. They've only got 2:43 left. Only got 2:43 left.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. This is his second year at LC, and he goes, you know, that's a.
All right. And they're now at the LC is now at the LN 45-yard line. Childs takes the ball and gets a gain of 2 yards on the play. They're not going to – they can't continue to allow LC to continue to score. And run the clock down again. So LC's going to take another timeout.
Next week, our game on 107.5 FM and 1070 The Fan. Ben Davis Center Grove game from Center Grove. Last report, Ben Davis was leading by 4 scores on site. Center Grove was leading Carmel 31-10. It is a final from Warren tonight. Warren beats North Central 42-21.
So now, Danielle again taking it in Wildcat territory, gives it to Childs.
First down.
Childs gets the first down on the play.
I thought he had it. They're gonna say he's short. It's going to be third and less than a yard. And the thing that goes so well there, you really protect the football. Have both hands securely around the football. Somebody, Brett Nickerson.
This is a tight space. We've got 2 minutes left. And they're slowly going because they realize that they can just run this clock down.
First down here, you can start taking knees if you're LC. Hand up goes to Childs. He got it. He's going to get past the 35. He did just that. He'll pick up
There's the first down. And now
They're getting better. They've been better each of the last couple of years. They're still just a player too short against their most heated of rivals, Lawrence Central.
Daniel Meredith, all he has to do now is take a couple knees. We only have 1:11 left on the clock. LC is ahead. All he's going to do is take the knee and allow the clock to roll down. So we already know the outcome of this game.
2-1, 0-1 in mid play. Lawrence Central 3-0.
58 seconds left.
The big standings after tonight.
We've got 27 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to have to take one more knee. And after one more knee, the clock is going to roll. For the last time in this game. Lawrence North High School is out of timeouts. They can't stop this game.
They were roughly 6 and 7 years old. Marshall takes the second knee. That's it. That's all.
And that's the last knee. And again, for the 11th year in a row, Lawrence Central is going to take the win over the Lawrence North Wildcats, 26-21.
107.5 FM and 1070 FM. Ready for Warren and North Central? Warren won 42-21.
And they're showing some good sportsmanship here. And we're going to end up wrapping this up. Thanks for tuning into the Wildcat Sports broadcast. Thanks to all the crew, officials, and staff. We hope you enjoyed the game and join us again next time on the Wildcast. This is Tyrone Frazier here with the crew signing off. See you next time.